Pay attention. Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip, Poopy Square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Playable Characters Podcast.
Timed it out perfectly.
Yeah, what's going on, Calvin?
It's
Cato?
up at 107.5.
107.5. Kiss FM.
Kiss
Is that Kiss?
FM was 98.7.
98.
I always remember because it was like 98.7 Kiss FM.
I think it moved around a bit.
Woo-hoo.
Anyway, this is the Playable Characters Podcast. I am Brian McGinnis.
I am Calvin Cato wearing some cowboy boots today.
Are you?
I am.
I didn't even look at your feet.
It's
your
going down.
Stupid feet.
I'm yelling Tinder.
I took my shoes off because I'm a gentleman. What'd you want? Excuse me. I just burped up something. I had an orange soda.
I was like, are you okay?
Yeah. What did you want to tell the folks?
Well, first of all, we sadly didn't get to say this last week, but thank you guys so much, New York Nerd Show, for having us there.
Yeah.
It was a lovely panel. We had a great time. I played a lot of Yoshi's Island.
You sure did. You left me for like an hour and played Yoshi's Island.
You played some Battletoads.
I did, and I should have.
Yeah, you got third place in that contest.
I did, a trivia contest with a couple assists from you.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fun. It was Staten Island. It was hopefully they make it bigger, but it was nice.
Yeah, it was the first year, but hopefully it'll be bigger and better. So thanks so much to Rita for putting it all together.
For all you kids listening on YouTube now.
That was so weird.
Everybody under 25 listens to podcasts on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah.
It's they all like, what's a Spotify? Are you guys on YouTube? We're like, yeah, actually, no one listens, but we're on there.
It's so bizarre. I've never.
So welcome.
Didn't know those things.
Click that little thumbs up there, pals, and share it with all your friends.
Yes,
dudes.
because we are young and hip. We know the things.
Yeah.
We know about Selena Gomez.
YouTube.com.
Yes.
So anyway, full disclosure here, guys.
Yeah.
There was another mistake. We had a few mistakes in the bookings over the years. Remember Silverman?
Yes. Who was really just Silverman?
He was just a
random
douche
guy?
Yeah, we thought he was a robot from Mega Man. But today, we were trying to keep it a secret.
Yes.
After our 100th episode, when we bumped into Mario, we caught up with him again to try to get him on, and he agreed to come on.
Mm-hmm.
He just canceled.
Yes. He apparently said, "Oh, I'm stuck in Sarraza Land," and I was like, "No, you're not.
Right?
How dare you?
You're not going back to Game Boy Land. Come on.
Seriously, get over yourself."
So we wanted to have that. We do have a talent booker that we work with.
Yes.
Quote unquote work with, I guess. And
I mean, she's a lovely lady.
she's lovely. There's been a couple mistakes though lately, so we wanted to just kind of have her on, and we're just going to talk to our friend Jane. So
hi, Jane.
Hello.
How are you, Jane?
I'm okay.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know,
Yeah.
it's early morning for me.
It's like 2 o'clock. in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
you know. Well, that's what you live in New York. You do the booking. You got to go out and you got to scout
That's
late at
true.
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
You know.
Yeah.
You gamers, you up extra late.
Sometimes that's true.
It's
yeah.
true. There's a lot of Mountain Dew and Red Bull, so yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's you survive. I'm guessing. Me, cigarettes and vodka.
That's
you, Mountain Dew and Red Bull.
Yeah, you do have an odor about you. Of the cigarettes.
Oh.
Like just nonstop. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's
That's
better than oxygen. That's what I say.
It's kind of for some.
I'm a Marlboro Red lady,
You
and
sure are.
I'm loyal to that brand.
You're wearing pants that say was that from your miles, your Marlboro miles?
My Marlboro Red
Is that what
Miles.
it's called?
Yeah, that's what they. Yeah, you smoke your 10,000th
right.
pack,
Yeah.
and they give you these
Free
pants.
pair of pants.
What?
That is
Otherwise,
impressive. 10,000. You look fossilized in a
thank
good
you.
way.
Thank you. It's brand loyalty. You
Yeah,
know.
totally.
Yeah.
So, actually, I do want to tell the fans now. You have you didn't originally get into video gaming scouting, but
No.
your name, if you can give it your full name, it is ridiculously unique for this.
Yes.
Thank you. It's Jane TurboGraphic ColecoVision
Oh.
2600.
Oh.
That's the weird part. I
I
don't know.
like that. Is that German?
Well, originally my name was Janet Rosen, but marketing came in and told me to
Oh.
change it, you know?
Okay.
So this
That's
is
a good
what
idea.
I got now.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
It fits. So you to give us your story. And we found you because I think it was a help wanted ad, I think, or a help needed. And-
Classified in the,
Right.
the used to be a penny saver. Now we just mainly use Craigslist.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
were doing scouting early on, and then you got into this. What happened there?
Well, you know, I don't know. You youngins, if you remember Don Rickles.
Sure.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I was doing the talent scouting thing, trying to get into management, and I met up with Don Rickles one night at a nightclub, and we had a beautiful moment in one of those vinyl leather booths in the back, and I thought to myself, this is for me.
Did he call you a cupcake or something like that? What did he call women?
He called me sugar tits, actually. It's close to cupcake.
It is.
The recipe's real similar. And anyway, so I just, I was like, these are my people. This is where I want to be. So throughout most of the 80s and 90s, I was booking comedians.
Good.
But that fell off.
That was a boom, then it kind of just died.
Yeah. And with the rise of video games, I thought to myself, also, these are my people. The night owls, not super healthy. They idolize people who, wouldn't be considered like traditionally gorgeous supermodels.
Sure.
Like big giant gorilla donkey men or whatever you call them.
Right.
Plumbers, you idolize plumbers.
Right, yeah.
So I was like, that's for me.
He's our big one. Yeah, it is weird how a plumber is the most famous
that is weird.
character ever.
They're all either plumbers or unemployed runners. I feel like that's a thing.
Who's
The
unemployed
working
runner?
class.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he unemployed now, Sonic?
I mean, have you ever seen him work?
I think that is his job, no? Just to save his little barnyard critters and collect rings.
Really, that's a job, saving saving animals.
Why not?
Is he an ASPCA person?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
He might be,
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. So you got into games, but you're not that familiar with games. I think that's where some of our issues come from with the mistakes in the book, which is you do a great job. Like,
Thank you.
Our fans love our guests. Sometimes it's a surprise.
Thank you. I mean, I
Even
used
us.
to play.
Oh yeah.
I used to play the Atari, and
yeah.
but I have rheumatoid arthritis now, so it's really hard to hold a joystick.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
Although I can always hold a certain type of joystick.
Whoa.
You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
goodness!
It's
This
how we-
isn't Rio. Save it.
Sorry. All right. Well, you gotta. That's how you book them.
So there's, so there's good news.
Part of the industry. It's fine.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I mean, so I know that you're actually good friends with one of the guests who we've had on here, Annette, who is
Yes,
a solitaire dealer.
Annette. She's
Or
a
sol-
solitaire
Yeah.
dealer. Yeah.
Right.
Now, I mean, I met her when she was working at the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go way back. We're old friends.
Yeah, she does all. She does the solitaire. She does the free cell.
Yeah.
Spider solitaire.
Yeah.
Right?
She's very talented. Good hands on that one. That's what I said when I met her. I said, "You good hands."
Did you get to give her a little joystick action or somehow?
That's not how ladies work.
Hey,
That's-
you don't know that.
Well, Annette and I have been through some times
That's
together.
nice.
Let's just put it that way.
You guys are more than friends sometimes.
Yeah.
That's nice. 2019.
Why
Calvin.
are
Aren't we all? I mean, you have a good professional relationship with someone, and you hope that somewhere down the road you get to play with the joystick.
Yeah, it's like
Hell
Oprah
yes.
and Gail. I get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why Calvin stuck me for so long.
It's true.
I only assumed.
Yeah. So some of the characters, I guess, and people we've had on, again, you've booked some good ones. We start off with like Bowser, and,
Yeah.
and Paperboy,
Sure.
Pauline.
He's on the corner.
Yes, that's right. He was just hanging out. And you got
It
him.
was one of the easier bookings I've ever had. Yeah.
Yeah, his bike's kind of slow actually,
Yeah.
so I guess he was easy to catch up to. But when it comes to like now this wasn't right. It was when we thought we were gonna get Luigi
Yeah.
back in episode 10, I think. But you booked as Anthony Mario.
Tony Mario.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the Mario family.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I mean, he is, but he's not. No one knows he's not in the games or anything. And he came on. He was great. But we were expecting Luigi, and then this happened. I think there's been a couple of times this happened where you got the wrong person, which is okay.
Okay, all right,
But-
princess. Listen,
but no,
where I
that's-
come from,
Yeah.
you ask for the Mario family,
Right.
and you get one of the Mario family, and you're fine.
All right.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
You know?
you seem very well acquainted with like all the Marios and the offshoots because you got Waluigi's mom, which I remember that was a pretty nice find too.
Yeah, well, I do live in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and all of the Italian plumbers
Yeah.
that do crime fighting on the side are
Yeah.
friends with me.
That's awesome. We gotta
That's
get in this.
amazing. I'm really impressed by this. I
Yeah.
also have to know: are you from New York originally? Like, did you grow up here?
Yes. I grew up on the Upper East Side on 110th and First.
Wow, I could tell by the accent.
110 what?
And First.
Okay.
So where do you live now? Are you still in Manhattan or?
No,
did
you can't live in Manhattan anymore. It's
No.
like fucking Disney World over there.
you...
Yeah.
So now I live in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Do you like it though? I mean, now you're closer to your clients, I guess. So that's good.
Yeah,
They all live in Brooklyn.
I like cheese a lot. So there's a lot of artisanal cheeses.
There sure is.
There's a lot of nice coffee places. So yeah, I mean, I'm an old lady,
Yeah.
so.
I'm a big fan of moon cheese lately.
I've never. What is
So
blue
it's-
cheese?
What the
What that
fuck
is?
is that?
It's all like Starbucks and like it's like hard. It's like real cheese, but it's like
Oh, wait a minute. It's those little cheese poofs?
It's like but it's like hard. It's like healthy, quote unquote healthy.
Yeah.
You can like eat it on the moon. I
Oh,
think.
is it like one's like low lactose?
I don't know.
cheeses?
No, it's just healthy, but I think, but it's delicious.
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah.
I do most of my work at Starbucks,
Do
so
you?
I'll have to, yeah.
Maybe that's why. Again, I think another big one. We thought we were gonna have Frogger on once, which is huge,
Mhm.
and Frogger's wife showed up. So how did that
She
happen?
picked up the phone.
That's all
I
you-
was I was in my Starbucks,
Right.
okay, and I had my razor
Okay.
and my
Wait,
paper list,
You what?
my
Razor,
razor,
you
a Motorola. Razor.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you're doing with the razor.
I
I'm
understand.
making phone calls.
Okay.
And
All
so
right.
what you have to do to be a booker, you make phone
Sure,
calls.
you get the flip razor phone, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
pink one.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes,
Sorry,
I am
Brian's
a
very
lady.
young. He
Yeah.
doesn't understand
Yes,
flip phone
apparently
technology.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yes. So
All
I was called the Frogger number
Yeah.
on my razor because you had it on the list. You said I need to have Frogger as a guest. And
Yeah.
I thought, all right, well, I'll get the Playable Boys, the Frogger. And I
what she
called
calls
up
us.
the address from. I also bring a phone book with me everywhere, as you could tell. I have it in my attaché.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Frogger picked
Mm-hmm.
up, and I thought to myself, it's a Me Too moment or whatever. She'd make a great guest.
Yeah, she did.
I'm sure she hops her own cars.
Yeah, well, she was a human. That's why it was like, all right, it's fine.
But she does hop her own car. She's very good at crossing the street.
That's
from what I
true.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
She
you
learned from the
know.
best.
There you go.
She learned from the best. So
So it sounds to me, I'm sorry. Just can I, for a moment?
let's do it.
Sounds to me like you're expecting one type of guest. You contract me to get it for you. You get a different type of guest. Surprise, perhaps. But they
Right.
turn out to be great. What's your complaint here?
That's a good point. Most of the time they turn out great.
Okay.
It's just that sometimes we plan for one thing and then someone else shows up. So it's a little disorienting sometimes for us. But hey, we go with it.
If you were to give me 1 to 5 stars, what would you give me?
Jane, at least 4.5. I would say.
That's great.
I would give you 6 stars. Because I mean,
Whoa.
even so, like you have such a good
wow,
rapport.
Calvin.
You know?
I do. I try to answer as much as I possibly
Yeah.
can.
Yep.
My razor doesn't really hold a charge anymore, so I have to be near an outlet all the
All the
time.
time,
But,
yeah.
I
You
do
do-
my best.
You do take a long time to respond to emails because you do the one finger typing as well.
I do,
I
yeah,
noticed.
yeah. Or sometimes I make it to the library and I can get onto those computers.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But that's
yeah.
like only for an hour, right?
Yeah.
So you're really efficient too.
That's
Damn,
all
girl.
I need. I used to be way back in the day. I was a typist, so I can crank out an email real fast. Before the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, were there emails before
Iraq
the
War? Which
No, but
war?
there were typewriters. Come on, Brian.
Okay, I got you. Sorry.
How young are you?
I know, right?
Gosh.
I look so young.
Look at you. You were born with YouTube.
Seriously. Wow. So
So I gotta ask,
yeah.
how exactly do you do recruiting these days? I mean, do you just look in like old Nintendo Power magazines or like?
Well, I do a bit of what they would call the R&D, right? Research and development.
Sure.
I go to internet cafes or the library, and I see what the usually the young boys with no friends,
Yeah.
whatever they're playing. I say, hey, what you doing there?
Yeah. Okay.
And
Is it a little creepy for them? you kind of
is it
Watch-
creepy for them?
watching what
You'd have to ask them. I don't know.
you're watching what they're doing and like, hey, little.
I
young-
come over with my attaché, with
Right.
my phone book and my
yeah,
razor.
smoking.
Smoking, depending. The library, they don't like that
No,
as much.
yeah.
Internet cafes, it's encouraged.
Yeah.
And
Who
I
still
say, what are
uses
you
those?
doing? And
Yeah.
I've learned from them that there's certain games that are more popular, and I
Mm-hmm.
go after those. And then also you guys give me a list.
Sure.
Yes.
And, and I do my research that way.
Okay. Good.
It's all about knowing the people. You go out and you ask the people what they want.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
like you like the older characters because you kind of grew up with them. We had the asteroids pilot, you
Yeah.
know. Who else? Some of the
We had Qbert, who was
Cube-
great.
oh, yeah.
Although I have to say, because I remember Qbert was coming down, he had like a bit of a drug problem.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I wonder how many of your like clients that you've worked with like have you had to manage their like drug issues or alcohol issues, stuff like that.
Well, you're talking about people that were big in the 80s and
Right, so
90s. I
probably
mean,
less.
who didn't have a drug issue in the 80s and 90s?
Yeah, even Calvin
Come
did.
on.
I know it did.
This whole addiction outrage culture. I mean,
Yeah, we're all
you know, back in my
overreacting.
day, it was just fun. It was Fridays.
There,
Addiction outrage culture.
I'm
I've
just saying,
asked-
you're shaming my good time.
yeah.
You know, first it was the cigarettes. Don't smoke in public. People, we live in New York. There's smog everywhere. Then it was the don't do cocaine in the bathrooms. It's a public. I do what I want.
And now it's plastic bags.
And now it's plastic bag. What are they gonna come for next?
I don't
You know,
The heroin,
Cal-
apparently.
they're
It's
gonna come for
ridiculous.
my heroin. That's the last.
Probably Calvin's
the
boots.
straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna come with Calvin's boots.
Oh,
next.
not your
Oh,
cowboy boots,
no.
Calvin.
Those things are addicting.
They are. I mean, good ostrich flesh is hard to find.
Is that
Yes,
ostrich
it
flesh?
is.
No, it's not.
Oh,
This is
geez, you
fake.
monster.
Oh,
Because of the outrage culture.
Yeah.
That's out. Yeah.
It's hard. You
Mhm.
can't. The cocaine thing really does bother me because, man, I like in the 80s and 90s, I feel like it used to be so fun. Like,
I agree.
you know, and it was more a matter of, like, it was like, you know, that was like the Red Bull of the day. You
No,
know?
stop.
Exactly. You're taking your Red Bull and your Mountain Dew to get through your all-night gameplay at your LAN parties, but you won't let me do cocaine.
Exactly.
Remember all
Why
those
do they have
coke-
so many glass surfaces in bathrooms? Why?
Good
You
point.
don't need it
It's
except
true.
for cocaine.
All right.
Exactly. And also, you know, I mean, you know, you're playing your magic cards as well. Good places, good ways to cut up cocaine.
God,
it's a really
yeah.
thin and you got good surface area. It's very rude.
Calvin, I'm so glad we're on the same page.
I do not.
really am.
I do not.
Brian, I'm
co-sign
sorry. This is my fault sometimes. I think
Yeah.
when the guests go awry,
That's
I think
okay.
I
yeah.
just am
I think
coked
you're.
up.
Yeah, you're very willy nilly about most things,
Yeah,
which is
I'm-
okay. But
Exactly. I'm always like Frogger or some such with. You
right,
know?
or
I
some
try.
such with
Yeah.
any frog will do.
Yeah.
All right. The biggest issue I have, we talk about this, and it's not really an issue, but I want you keep trying to book somebody who you think is a person called Pong, because
Pong.
Pong.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. It's not a person. I want you to know this. It's Pong was like the first game ever, but it was just like two paddles and a ball. So it's not a. And you keep saying, "I'm gonna get Pong for you boys."
All right, hang on. Because I got to get your list out here that
Yeah.
you got for me
But-
of all your guests that
Yeah.
I've booked for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Donkey Kong's hostage,
Pauline.
Yeah.
the asteroid's pilot,
Right. Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
Sweetwater Jones or
yes.
Sweetwater.
that nice man from Burger Time.
Mm-hmm. Petey
Petey
Pepper.
Pepper, yes.
Okay.
Excellent fellow.
Now you're telling me that Pong
Right.
is not a person, but these people that I managed to get on the phone and heard their voice and they came in and talked to you are people.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If Pong comes in, I'll shit my pants.
Yes.
But
But I don't know if
back me up, Calvin.
But
right?
can Pong speak? Because I feel like Pong is just like.
It wouldn't make much.
Oh, so because he doesn't speak English, you don't want to have him on your podcast?
Not English, just for a podcast in general. It wouldn't that be that.
I mean, we'd have to
entertaining.
find. Could you book as a translator as well then, so that they can help us out?
Oh, there you
Listen,
go.
I can do anything. Okay, I am Jane Graphic Turbo.
I'm starting to believe you can do anything. That's why we love you. That's why we pay you $12 an
I
hour.
can do anything.
Yeah, we pay you $12 an hour for that.
$12 is a great rate.
It is.
You know,
Yeah, it's a great rate in Detroit, but
Don't. Tell
oh,
me.
yeah, and here.
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's
You
great.
know, I'm
Yeah.
buying one latte an hour, so
Right.
it works out. The overhead is very low.
Yeah.
But you know, you're right. We shouldn't, because you know, you again have gotten this such like interesting guests. Like you remember the one time Oregon Trail we got Pooh Mouth Ass Face.
Of course.
That was all you.
That was a hot one. I had to
Yeah.
fight for that booking. Let me
Yeah?
tell you.
What's
There
the-
are so many other video game podcasts that wanted to get
Wow.
Pooh Mouth,
You know,
but I got it.
thank you, Jane.
You're
And
welcome.
We both thank you. He was a great guy.
That's good. Okay.
Unfortunate name, but great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just think, maybe leave the Pong alone for now, because I don't think it's gonna happen.
You don't want Pong?
I do. Pong's not a thing.
First off, the twins, the two of them. You keep referring it to one. There's two of them. I don't know if I can guarantee getting the square. The square is very hard to catch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just worried if you try too hard for Pong and then we have this incident
I-
again
I-
where
I-
where
I-
You
where
know,
nobody
I just
shows
feel
up.
like
I
it's a
think I
lot.
know what it is.
I'm not mad.
I think I know what it is.
What
It's
is
that you don't want another tall, broad white man here in the room with you.
We had Kratos on. He's very tall and white. you know?
I guess you're right.
But he has a very like
He's
black
Mediterranean
voice.
though. He's from Grecian
Yeah.
descent. It's a little different,
Yeah,
you
and
know.
plus he's covered in ash, so like how like white is he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
know.
exactly. So I see. You just
All
want
right.
that spotlight. Okay.
It's
all
all I
right.
have. It's all I have left.
I
Okay.
understand.
You see,
all
Kratos
right,
is
well,
on the cover of Men's Health magazine.
You told me about this
Yeah.
yesterday, and that is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh,
it's
man.
pretty funny. It's like it's like the article was. I didn't read it. I saw like the cover. It was like how to get the best buds of fantasy heroes or something like that.
I'm wondering who else is in that. So
Yeah, I don't know.
Kratos is one. What, Ryu? I hope Ryu's in there.
I would imagine a Street
got a hot
Fighter's
body.
in there. Yeah.
He's good.
Chun-Li better be in there. I think it's men.
Yeah, in Men's Health.
All right. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Chun-Li's protege.
Yeah.
We wanted Chun-Li.
Mm-hmm.
You brought us her.
Her protege.
Her student.
That's the next hot thing.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean,
You're very good at almost getting there. Like it's very good.
well, what do you what do you guys think?
I know it's not easy to get these. And we thank you
Yeah.
all the time.
You're
you know?
welcome.
I want to give you a raise of 13. Calvin's like,
Oh, I see.
I mean, I just lost my day job. I can give you some loose change though for my
Ew.
car.
I
Jeez,
love
Calvin.
loose change. I have so much room in my attaché. I could just fill it with loose change,
wait, hold on.
caramels,
I think that's why
paper clips. What?
it's so heavy because you have 3 phone books in there and like $40 in change.
I have one for every borough.
You gotta empty that thing. You get up there in age. I think you should get a lighter traveling.
It's fine.
Office.
I've got what my doctors call the Julia Child's back. I can hold pretty much anything.
But one
you know?
wheel is gone. You
on
And-
the
and-
attaché.
yeah.
I don't even use the wheels. I just carry it.
But the arthritis.
Well, it's all. Listen, Calvin.
Maybe-
When you get up to my
Maybe
age,
we'll chip in and get her a new
it's
suitcase.
just, you just live with it every day. You wake up in pain, but you say to yourself, I got to book
Yeah.
these video game guests for my favorite video game
We
podcast of
appreciate it.
all time, playable characters.
we
And that's what I
appreciate-
say to people every day at the Starbucks.
We
Oh,
appreciate
thank
that.
you so
You're
much.
welcome.
That's
And
really
she's spreading the word.
And of those people you
Mm-hmm.
see at the Starbucks, how many of them are homeless who you're telling that to? Because I worry.
Well, it depends on how you define. I mean, I might be homeless,
Are you?
I like to think my home is anywhere they have a $4 latte.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh.
And
I'm
a-
sorry.
And a charger for my razor.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Of
yeah.
course, of course.
But I still manage to work.
You do, and we have some great guests. I just saw coming up soon. I mean, you do a great job.
yes, you really
Thank
do.
you.
It's,
So so you're talking about the hot new thing. What is the hot new thing that's coming out now? Like in terms
Oh,
of
it's such a good question, Calvin. Well, I've been trying for months for you. I was going to keep this as a surprise.
okay. Breaking news.
You know the Kardashians?
yeah.
Okay, and they have that really popular mobile game. They're
Oh my
all-
God! Yes.
Oh.
that everyone is playing.
What is it?
Okay,
I don't know.
well,
You didn't. It's so funny. So basically, you play a socialite who Kim Kardashian takes under her wing, and you have to learn how to be popular. So like you have to like go. I am very embarrassed to say that I played this for at
very
least
popular.
3 weeks.
Yes.
I got sucked in, and you get like what is it like? I think it's like K points.
Yes.
And like you get these K points, and then like you have to like date guys. You have to date above your station so that you
Yes,
can
it's
elevate.
very popular.
It's I'm
Guys,
not
this
saying
is
it's
our
good.
this is our last episode. I'm breaking up with Calvin.
This
After
isn't
that.
my fault. My coworker who hopefully still listens to the show, or ex-coworker who hopefully still listens to the show, he was the one who turned me onto this, and I like was like, this is so stupid, and then like I
You just couldn't stop, huh?
because like I got popular, but then I didn't.
Finally.
Rude. But no, I did. But then like there's a point where you have to like pay actual money, and I was
Oh.
like, no, I'm not paying actual money to be fake popular.
You did at least 99 cents, right?
No, I never did.
You promise?
That's when I quit.
You promise?
I don't pay for that
Okay.
ever.
So anyway.
Anyway,
so
sorry, the Kardashians.
Oh
Yes.
yes. So
what do you?
So
where are you going with this?
with that in mind,
Oh, jeez.
I know not many people know this.
Mhm.
There is a Burmese knockoff of that game, and I was gonna get you Cait Kardashian, the star of that game.
I don't know if people would know who that is.
I mean, they know the Kardashians. What's the difference?
I guess if they looked at our title really quick, they may just assume.
Yeah.
Kane uses a waist trainer. Okay,
Waist?
she's very popular
Yeah.
in Burma.
It's a she?
Yes,
Okay.
She's a she.
That was a
She's
joke.
the lead Kardashian
Oh.
of that game.
Oh no.
Yes. Does she also have a show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or is it like?
In Burma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but what does she do? Just model?
What does
I
Kim
mean,
do?
What does exactly is what I was going to ask you. You know.
Maybe let's good job. Let's table that one for a few months, maybe.
Okay. I
Like,
mean, you know.
Did you get her? Like, did Kane say yes?
Let's get a confirmed date because they'd have to fly here, and it would be a little bit. But you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, we don't pay for air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would they
I've
pay
been
for their
doing
own?
that. Should I stop?
I think so.
Jane, I'm very concerned about your finances.
Oh, that's what Don Rickles said 40 years ago too.
Yeah, I think.
I'm
yeah.
also looking into getting you a creepy from Minecraft.
Oh, okay, that would be
What's-
nice.
Which one's the creepy? The little tiny.
I didn't know. That's why I just
Oh,
said,
I
that would be
see.
nice.
I know,
I
and
rolled
you
with it.
don't know, and yet you don't trust me to get
I think
the
I'm over the
okay.
age of Minecraft, where it's cool to play Minecraft.
Oh,
You
Although we
know?
did have the Minecraft lady on. So.
They were great.
Yeah.
Listen,
Good
it's-
job there
but
getting them. By
It's,
the
you're
way,
Yes.
welcome. It's very hot. I'm telling you, all the kids
I know.
at the library are playing the Minecraft.
They sure are.
That is true.
Surprised they're playing at the library. Yeah. But
That and porn.
Yeah.
It's very popular at the
is there
library.
Minecraft porn?
Yes.
Certain there is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That
I
is
can get you the people that were in it. Do
that,
you want them?
That might be
Actually,
fun.
you know what? Let's do that. Can you get us like porn parodies?
No
of-
problem.
Great.
No, of course. I know the Sonic guy who played the Sonic porn one. I know.
man.
Oh, yeah. This is my bread and butter.
Oh,
It's,
could you get us
um,
like Cum Lee? That would be really great.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can. Yes.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Cum Lee?
Cum Lee.
That's
Chun
like-
Li's.
Oh, gee, poor girl. My goodness.
Well, Jane. So, like I said, so thank you so much, and I know
You're
that you have, you have a bright future on the horizon, and so
Yeah.
many guests that are going to come on. Again, you got Kane Kardashian.
Sure.
Kim
Again,
Kardashian of the
not
Burmese.
Yet. Not yet. Until we
Okay.
Kardashian mobile game.
right, when we run out of guests, like
Yeah.
boom, get her. But I think
right.
I think we're still good for a while. Like,
Okay.
I don't
But
know.
maybe
I don't want
you know if we can work in some of these porn versions of the characters. I'm kind of into this.
Damn
Not gonna
right we
lie.
are. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, why not?
We should think of fun names for characters in like video game character porn names for some.
We
of them.
don't think about them. She will book them for us.
Yes.
I will book them for you.
That'd be good. Okay.
You know, like
I can't
Sonic the
think-
Hedgehog.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Sonic the Big Hog.
Oh, there you go.
right,
There
that's
you
a little
go.
better.
Sonic the Hung Hog.
There you go. See, that's why we pay her the big bucks.
It's just all Sonic.
That's why you
Yeah.
pay her the
Parodies.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell us, Jane, before we?
Yeah, actually, what advice would you give to a young video game character trying to like
Good
start out in the
question.
Trying to
business?
make it in the
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
hang,
Well,
hang out at the Starbucks.
no, I
No?
mean, yeah. Well, there's those. They've got those new virtual reality like salons. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I would say go there. And what you do is there's people who are waiting in line to use the virtual reality setups,
Right.
and just do a little bit of your own reality in front of them.
Right.
You know, and then you'll get some buzz around you,
Right.
and you can, develop your own hashtag. And
Is that okay? Have you had a hashtag named after you?
me?
Yeah.
Sure. My hashtag is hashtag Jane TurboGrafx ColecoVision 2600,
Right.
formerly known as Janet Rosen.
All that?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
That's
a lot.
That's 200.
Pretty much takes up a whole tweet.
Yeah. That's a whole
I don't know though because my Razor doesn't carry the
It-
tweet version,
you
right?
can't tweet on that.
No.
Maybe get you a new phone. Would you want a new phone, or you're happy with what you got?
Because I'm due for an upgrade. I can just give you mine. I have an iPhone 6.
I don't know if I know how to use it. I won't lie. Plus, I the buttons are used to me. you
The
know?
buttons are used to you.
I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what you
Yeah.
meant.
Just
yeah.
like-
Yeah, they are.
All right.
I mean, but do you really want to like, tap 3 times for C? Because like I could usually use a
I
new
do.
phone.
I
You could-
do. I like it because I'm already kind of shaky, so it works for me,
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
That's fair. I respect that.
Thank you. You should respect your elders.
Yeah.
Now I know this might be a treat for you. I think you've always wanted to play this game with us. Do you want to play some Wed Bed Dead with us?
I would
Jay?
love to play.
You
this
love the game, right?
I do.
Yes.
I love it.
Sometimes you'll just like creepily email us like, but things you want to do to some of these characters, unsolicited. You'll tell us
The things that I want to bed, most of them.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
of yeah. So
Or I'll give you the history of ones that I've already bed.
Oh.
yeah, which
You
is
know.
it's a little personal, but I guess Calvin likes them more than I do. But
Okay.
I do. I always get which one of the past ones have you betted before?
Oh, well, Sonic.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
Annette, as we went over
Right.
earlier
Yes,
with
yes,
the
yes.
joystick trading.
Yep.
But it was, I should say, it wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog. It was Sonic with a K at the end.
Oh, jeez. see what I mean? This is where she makes. That's such a small mistake.
Yeah.
You
but it's-
say different. I say unique.
It's very unique.
That's true. That's true. Was
But,
Sonic with a K as fast as Sonic with a C?
Oh, you don't want them to be fast.
All right, let's play again. Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody! Yay! So, you know how it works, Jane. You get
I
3
do?
characters.
I've listened to every episode.
Thank you so much. Tell us who you want to wed, bed, or dead. This first one,
Dan Hibiki.
Dan Hibiki from Street
Fighter.
Okay.
Calvin, give
I
us
like the size of his thumb already.
give us a
Speaking of joystick.
give us a history of this sad, sad man.
So he is a terrible martial artist.
Right.
Who has lost almost every tournament he's ever been in. He's from Street Fighter. He has a
He's the Glass Joe of Street Fighter.
yes.
in a way.
He has a very Steven Seagalish ponytail.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big in the 80s.
There you
It's
go.
very big.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty much that sums up Dan. He is funny though, if you like a little humor.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I love that.
He's a talker.
yes.
Do you think he has a tight 20?
A tight 20?
Yeah, you said he's a funny guy. He's
Yeah.
used to losing things.
He
Maybe
might.
he's got a tight 20 about his reputation.
He might by
He's
now.
got to lose 15. I would say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's and Dan Hibiki.
Dan Hibiki.
Dan
Dan,
Hibiki.
okay.
This next one we mentioned him, one of the biggest names in the world. Kratos,
Yeah.
Yes.
the current God of War. Do you prefer young Kratos or old Kratos?
I like them older.
Jared?
They've
You like
got a
them
little
older
bit
with the
more
beard?
experience, you know.
The dad bod one with the big old beard,
That's
right?
not
Do I
dad
like a
bod per
beard
se.
as well.
That is not a dad, but you're right. He's jacked as
If
shit.
that's a dad bod, I give up.
Yeah.
But I will say I do like older Kratos. Just gonna put that
Really?
out there. Yeah.
You like the guy who plays
He's
him,
a
probably.
father, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That means something.
It means he's a daddy, and you know.
It means that his juice is virile.
Yeah, even though he's tried, he still has uncontrollable rage issues, though.
And don't they all, you know, as they get older?
So
Oh, it's all the cocaine.
he doesn't talk much.
That's
No.
perfect.
Is it okay?
Great. I'm making phone calls all the time. I don't need a chatty Cathy, you know.
And then there's a lot of very famous characters. Solid Snake from
Oh.
Metal Gear.
Yes.
These are all very muscular boys.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
He's a spy assassin.
But again, he's kind of old too now,
oh yeah,
right?
technically, yeah.
So he's
Okay.
he's an old.
but not that old. He's like what, 40s?
Well, he sounds old as
He's
shit.
missing an eye.
Yeah, he is missing an
Okay.
eye. He's still going. He's in Smash Brothers. He's in all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
he's
okay.
very good at hiding.
Oh.
Yes.
Hide and go seek. He's great at that.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds like a good time.
If there's a box, he will hide in it.
Yes.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. So if you buy a lot of stuff during Christmas for Amazon Prime Day or whatever it is, he's gonna hide those boxes
Okay.
before you throw them out.
Okay.
So Jane, Wed Bed Dead, Dan from Street Fighter, Kratos, or Solid Snake?
I mean, you've given me some juicy, muscular boys to look
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
Damn.
Dan looks kind of doughy in a way.
No, he's actually pretty fit.
He looks it though. He's kind of round,
I think
strong.
it's like the gi is really like loose.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
You know, I'm gonna have to dead Kratos.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Wow.
He's very handsome, but you know, I've got reality of what I am and what I've got going on,
Yeah.
and I don't want to have to compete with that. You know.
Okay.
I like
interesting.
my boys a little chunkier. They have something wrong with them, so that the
Kratos-
self-esteem is low, and they'll stay with me.
Kratos is very sad.
Kratos. True,
mean-
he does have that going on, but
Yeah.
I need more of like a physical evidence of his self-esteem being low, which is why who is perfect for me
Yeah.
is the Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
Solid Snake?
gentleman.
Yeah.
I think I would bet him.
Okay.
Again, missing an eye, so he doesn't see everything I've got going on.
Okay. We all have our flaws. It's all
You
right.
know, I very much enjoy the idea that he can hide in a box. I feel like that's a fetish that I have not tapped into yet.
Let's go for it.
And I'm gonna have to wed Dan.
Wow.
You know, I feel like I could get him some good bookings. We could tour together. I could turn his loose 15 into a tight 20.
I feel like you would I feel like you would wear the pants in that family though.
I think he'd love it though.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
might.
look at him, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Very
True.
interesting. You
I
wanna
like
go?
that. This is both hard and easy, but I
Okay.
think I would dead Dan because
He's useless.
he's a bit useless. He's too talky. There's a lot of taunting. I don't need to be taunted in or out of bed. And, I mean, he's not like a good fighter. And not that I need a fighter in my life per se, but, you know what I mean? Like, I need someone where I'm like, okay, I know you'll stand up for my honor if I've been dishonored, And I
He
feel like
probably wouldn't. Yeah.
No.
He'll just give you a thumbs up all the time.
Yeah,
Like
he'd be
enough already.
he'd be like, Yahoo!
Yeah.
And I don't need that,
Yeah. All right.
Yahoo, I already have a certain.
You don't need like constant positivity.
No.
You do.
I mean, yes. I do.
It's not from him, huh?
But no, but just not from him.
All right.
Okay.
So no to him. I would. This is where it gets tricky. So if it's older Kratos, I would wed Kratos.
Interesting.
Because and he's older. He's worked most of the bloodshed out of his system.
Sure.
And the beard is like really nice. It could be a little scratchy on my neck when we cuddle, and that's
Very
safe.
scratchy.
It's a safe.
I'm not sure if he
That is
showers
nice.
too much.
I mean, I don't shower too much sometimes.
That's disgusting. Okay.
Wait. How often is?
Yeah. Not every day?
This is a joke. No, I do shower every day.
Thank God.
Wow, that's a lot.
Well, you got to find the right place to go shower, right? Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, whether it's a hostel or something.
It's hotter when the lakes are frozen over.
Yeah. So it's springtime now, finally, in New York. So.
I'm clean as a whistle now.
So
And,
getting out of hygiene and back to
yeah.
because I feel like he also like. I mean, he's quiet, but like I like a strong silent type, and like he called me boy, and I'm kind of into that.
Wow.
Like
That's racist, isn't it?
well, no, I would be like, but it wouldn't be like boy with a whip. It would just be like boy.
No, it's not. It's just boy, like over and over again.
I mean, but
All
it's
right.
not like boy.
Are you
That'd be bad.
shaming him
I'm-
with what he likes sexually?
I mean, he likes everything. So
I
Yeah.
can't with it.
all right.
No, I mean, and he's strong.
However-
he's tall. He's a god. I would
That
wed a
is
god.
also helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, he can
Okay.
answer my prayers directly.
Well, no, he doesn't. He's not that kind of god.
Well,
He's a god of war.
he'll answer my prayers for people.
And
who-
I know for people like, I know he killed the god of war, and technically he wasn't the god of war in the first game. I know the history of the game. Anyway.
Okay, pull your glasses down. All right. Oh yeah. So who's up? Oh, Snake. Yeah, I'll just fuck Snake. I think it'd be fun. Nice. He'll come. There'll be an exclamation point that'll pop up, and I'll be like, "Okay, great, you're done."
What's his eye hole like?
Calvin's dick's gonna find out.
That was my thought.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if you've got an extra thing,
No, sure. I do get kind of freaked out. I always wonder, like, is it just like an? Because I've never seen like the actual eye hole itself. Is it just an empty socket, or is it like sewn over?
I think
That's the hope.
I think it's preference. Some people have a hole. Some people kind of just closes up, I guess.
Oh.
As long as he's okay with it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's okay. Now, Kratos is like the wild card here because again we've seen him fuck multiple times in every game
Yeah.
except the new one basically.
Yeah.
I need to play this game.
Yeah, he always fucks. He always fucks a bunch of wenches or virgins or something.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, and then but he did kill his wife and daughter.
Well, but that was like while he was in a rage.
I know,
by Ares.
which happens often with him.
Okay, but he didn't kill his last wife.
We don't know this.
No, we do. They said,
I mean, she died, but
and he didn't kill his son.
yet.
Actually, no.
I mean, all the men I
Spoilers.
loved 40 years ago would just kill their wives every once in a while. You know?
Robert Durst. You don't know Robert Durst?
Oh, yeah. Me and Bobby Durst. We didn't have a moment, per se. More of a stare off.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Yeah, I think it's really tough, man.
But Kratos doesn't kill all of his lovers. He lets them live.
I guess, but I'm going to wed Kratos. I'm gonna.
You just talk so much shit about him.
I didn't talk
Yeah.
shit. I'm just giving you the
That's why he's wedding him.
the things you have to look out for just in case. Like the
Oh, sure.
because he's done some stuff. So I'll wed him because again, no one's gonna fuck with me ever again.
Mm-hmm.
He's the baddest dude in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and if I just want peace and quiet, he's more than happy to do that as well because he doesn't talk much.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of sit there, and that's fine.
Doesn't he have a kid though?
He does have a kid, and so do I. Maybe they can just hang out and be friends.
Oh,
you
cool.
know? Yeah,
You're
kind
gonna
of
let Penny hang out with a guy with a psycho knife
Kinda
and
like-
arrows?
Well, he's not psycho. Well, he's Loki, I guess. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it'd be fun. She can, he could teach Penny to protect herself and defend.
She might learn some skills.
Yeah.
Okay, true, fair.
Bow and arrow is a cool skill to have.
Yes.
It is.
That's all I will say.
So, but here, all right, wedding Kratos. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna bed Dan on this one.
Oh.
Just because I think I'd be in control of this, and I'll determine how much or little I would like to like for this to go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I love how that's your reasoning.
Well, that's a good reason. I think he'll be like,
I will bet Dan because I won't get raped. Is what you basically said.
No, we're just gonna do
That's really weird.
You want him to be nice to you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like I said, I could probably take him just in case if I had to. We could wrestle, for funsies.
Do you know how gay sex works?
Not at all.
Okay.
And then it's something with joysticks. And then I'll dead solid Snake because you know what? Guess what? I don't like the games that much.
Whoa, wait, really?
Not at all.
Wow.
The first one's terrible, by the way.
Whoa.
For Nintendo, that is not a good game. It's just not. It's so hard. It doesn't make sense.
yeah,
It doesn't
but
make
that's-
sense. Part of it.
It's cerebral. That's
It's
the
so
point.
hard.
Wow.
And the newer ones, I'm not a stealthy guy in games, so it's
Or in real life, since you're
Yes.
like 6'8".
So that's why I can't play the Hitman games either because it's so hard for me to just wait and be patient.
Yeah.
And that whole game is like just wait for 3 hours before the guard passes you
Yeah.
and then choke him out, which is cool.
Wait, but then how'd you play the Batman games?
because you can just go in fists ablazing and start punching people.
Yeah, but you get shot or like snipers and shit.
Yeah, you batarang to the ceiling and hide.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but you still have to wait.
Nah, not too much, not that much. So anyway, those are my choices.
This sounds like when I'm trying to get a coffee in Times Square.
Yeah. Stop judging me,
Is
Calvin.
it very similar to that?
Kind of.
Yeah,
could be,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Gotta
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
and then murder a couple people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are my choices there.
All right, I respect that.
So, Jane, this was so great to
Thank
have
you
you
so
on.
much.
Thank you
I know
for
this is
having
really last minute, so
me.
thank you so much
Yeah.
for leaving
No,
your
I
Starbucks.
loved
Well,
it.
well, the Mario mistake was why, but you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Mistake
you know what I mean.
or surprise.
Good surprise. People always
That's
ask.
what I say.
People ask, how do you book these guests? And fans, you're welcome. This is Jane.
Hashtag Jane TurboGrafx, ColecoVision 2600, formerly known as Janet Rosen.
Right. Don't forget all that. Oh, Janice. You were talking about
Janet.
Right. Gotcha. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
And we will have you hear from us next week.
We will have you hear from us. Bye, everybody.
Today's playable character is portrayed by producer and host Cait Moldenhauer. Cait is the owner of More Banana Productions, which is a wonderful podcast network based in Brooklyn. Please check out her podcasts, There Will Be Porn and World Stealers, which is going to come out this May.